Hey boo. So, look, I'm here to help you turn into a human lie detector. Yes, I said it, baby, okay? We're going to be calling out the BS. We're going to be sniffing out the nonsense, and we're going to know when somebody is lying or not. And we don't need no lie detector test because, baby, I'm telling you, I'm going to train you on how to be the lie detector test yourself, okay? As an intuitive here, I have to say in the past, there was a lot of times where I did not trust my own intuition because I always want to see the best in people, right? And as a Scorpio, that's one of our traits. We want to see the best in the people that we love. But today, baby, I promise you, okay? Nobody can get over, no one can lie. I'm not falling for it. I see through the games, the manipulation, and the lying, honey, all right? So I'm going to help you do the same thing. I had to use a few of these techniques just a couple of weeks ago on somebody that I had started dating, and they were trying to play a little bait and switch. They were trying to play games. You get what I'm saying? However, using these techniques, I was able to sniff out the games and cut it short and alleviate myself from being the person that has my time wasted, because time is valuable, but people always trying to waste people's times out in these streets. People always trying to manipulate and play games, but not today, honey. We not doing it. All right. So first things first, all right? If you ask someone a question or you ask them to recall something and they don't answer, okay? A non-answer is deceitful, all right? Because if the truth is easy, just speak it up. Why are we not speaking the truth? Now I'm gonna give you a couple of different examples of this, okay? So I'm gonna use my dating life a lot. So there was this one guy I was seeing and dating, and then I noticed something strange. He was wearing a random ring here on this finger, and I said, that looks a little suspicious. Shouldn't that be? I said, that looks like you moved your wedding ring to another finger. And he just stared at me blank, did not deny nor confirm. Red flag, baby. That means, okay, that what I said is the exact truth, okay? Now, another example, someone that I actually was dating for years, and he was a master at this technique because he knew that he was such a big liar. It's better to not answer questions, not recall. He didn't remember anything, okay? So if someone never remembers, if they don't recall, if they don't have an answer, it's because they're lying and they're full of crap, okay? So don't second guess, don't double guess, don't try to give a second and third chance to figure things out and solve the problem. The answer is the person's a liar, okay? Just that simple. Now, let's talk about this technique that I like to use. The first thing you need to do is ask more than once, okay? When you ask a question, you ask the same question more than once, but not in a way that's suspicious. You don't sit there and badger the person all at once and keep asking and keep asking. No, that's not what you do. You do it like those little job tests where they ask you the same question over and over, but they put the question down there because it's like 100 questions. You know what I'm saying? The first time they'd be like, well, if you see Jerome stealing in the back, would you report it? You know what I'm saying? And then like 10 questions down, if you saw someone skimming off the top, what would happen? You get what I'm saying? And then another 20 questions down, if you saw some shifty energy happening, would you report it? It's like that type of energy, okay? So you ask the same question, but you don't ask it back to back. You take note of the first answer, and you're like, okay, we gonna see. And you just stay cool, calm, and collected. That's what you do, and you give it a little time. Then you ask the question again in a different way. And if the person all of a sudden answers start switching and swapping, they start deviating, things of that nature, then you know something's up. There's a lie in the midst, baby. Okay, so just know you got to ask more than once, but you got to ask in a different way so that the person can get caught off guard. Okay, you don't want to give them time to think about it and manipulate and come up with a game plan. No, we catching you off guard, baby. Okay, the next thing that you want to do here is just change the way you bring it up when you bring it up again. Okay, there's different ways you can bring it up. You can bring it up in a playful way. Oh, remember when, or change a fact when you bring it up. Oh, remember when you and Chauncey went for a walk, but they said they went for a walk with, Deborah or something like that. And if they agree, then you know what's up. Like, oh, okay, so you just gonna agree with the misinformation that I threw out there? So you lying, obviously, okay? Because if so, you'd be like, oh, no, I didn't go for a walk with Deborah. I went for a walk with Chauncey, okay? And that one's not 100%er, but, it works pretty well. I've caught quite a few people using that technique. And Anybody that switches the story around, that's the next thing, okay? If 1 minute the story was, we was wearing red and black and we was out at the 7-Eleven, and the next minute the story was we was wearing green and black and we was out at the Circle K, something is really not right. It's not adding up. 1 + 1 here is equaling 3, and it's like, wait a minute, 1 plus, no, you're lying, okay? So when someone's lying, what you need to know is that they will not admit that they're lying 9 times out of 10. Okay, there's going to be different reactions. So you have to learn not to even react to their reactions, because they're trying to blow things up to take, to take the attention off of them lying. So if you don't want to fall into that, you need to be careful. Because some people, you might ask, they're going to gaslight, they're going to turn it around on you and make it like you the crazy one, right? Or they may just deny and play dumb and play stupid, which is then going to make you want to act like the crazy one, okay? So it's best just to trust what's in your gut, what's in your soul, what's in your heart, what your intuition is saying, because it is always right. It doesn't matter if the person tells you you're crazy. It doesn't matter if they tell you you're making things up. I've had some of the worst liars. Mind you, I had evidence, baby, receipts, okay? I've had actual receipts of their lies, and they still would look me in the face and tell me, you wouldn't know the truth if it slapped you in the face. I said, I know this. I said, I know. So this shows that when people lie, they lying because they plan to stick with it. So no matter how many times you ask, they're probably going to stick with this story. So why even drive yourself crazy? Just trust that you know that they lying and make your decisions accordingly. Because if you trust them over yourself, you're ultimately giving the person the control to manipulate your mind and mess with you and have all types of control over your mind and gaslight you. And they don't deserve that kind of power, baby. So use these techniques. Let me know how it works. You're a human lie detector, and we are not for the games today, baby. Boom.